Hi, my name is Bjorn Harsanyi. I am a lawyer and a partner at Stewart Sharma Harsanyi, Alberta's largest dedicated immigration law firm. And today I'm going to be talking about the new legislation as it pertains to criminal inadmissibility in Canada. This video applies to all individuals who are currently either being charged with a crime or are facing criminal charges and who are not Canadian citizens and have some status in Canada, which is either that of a permanent resident, foreign national, student, worker, any status other than that of a Canadian citizen. In the upcoming months, there are major changes coming to Canadian legislation affecting you and your ability to remain in Canada or your ability to maintain your status, be it temporary or even that as a permanent resident. In the upcoming months, legislation is going to be passed called the Faster Removal of Foreign Criminals Act. This legislation will have a dramatic impact on all individuals in Canada who are either facing criminal charges or are facing trial or any type of criminal consequences, who are permanent residents of Canada, foreign nationals if you're here on a work permit or if you're here on a study permit. The law is about to change such that the threshold under which you can be removed from Canada is going to dramatically decrease. This is particularly important if you are currently a permanent resident in Canada, and regardless of how long you've been in Canada, whether it's 30 years or 6 months, this video and what I'm about to tell you applies to you. Now, the situation is this: if you are convicted of a crime which carries with it a penalty of 6 months or more incarceration, which includes a conditional sentence order, you will lose all your substantive appeal rights to remain in Canada. And deportation at that point will nearly become automatic. So at this point, it's critically important that if you do have a criminal defense lawyer, that you have that criminal defense lawyer contact a immigration lawyer, or at least make sure that they're aware of the upcoming changes to the law. The upcoming changes are quite serious in that the bar used to be that of 2 years, in which it would require a conviction of 2 years or more before you would lose your substantive appeal rights. Obviously, the bar has been dramatically lowered and casts a much wider net to affect individuals who could be charged with things such as their second impaired driving, or an assault, a relatively minor assault. Or what's even more critical is if you have criminal charges which you've already pled guilty to. This could have impact, as this legislation is retroactive and will impact people who have already pled guilty to crimes. So if you've pled guilty to a crime and for which is carried with it a penalty of more than 6 months incarceration, and you are not a Canadian citizen, and you should, if you've not already contacted an immigration lawyer, you should probably talk to someone about what your rights are and how this might affect you. This legislation is complex and has a lot of subtleties to even which we as immigration lawyers are still trying to understand and fully grasp what the long-term ramifications are going to be. But know this, that if you are facing criminal charges, people have a tendency to want to deal with these really quickly and run out and plead guilty if they're offered potentially a quick resolution that doesn't involve jail time. Just know what you are pleading guilty to could have very serious and permanent and unfixable consequences to your immigration status in Canada. So take a deep breath, relax, nothing is imminent, and do get the proper advice you need to get before you either plead guilty to any criminal charge in Canada unless you're a Canadian citizen, and make sure that the criminal lawyer you have is fully apprised of what the consequences are to your immigration status before you enter any sort of deals or guilty pleas of any sort. Thank you for watching this video and visiting our channel. If you have any other further questions about this or any other immigration matters, please feel free to visit our website or contact us directly.